Most people are walking corpses before they're physically dead. They're killed by conformity, crushed by comfort, and buried by fear long before their last breath. Every single day, millions of humans surrender their dreams to mediocrity, trading their potential for a paycheck, their passion for predictability. They move through life like zombies, breathing but not living. Their souls die 1,000 times before their bodies give out, suffocated by societal expectations and their own manufactured limitations. What if I told you that the life you're living right now is nothing more than a carefully constructed prison you've built for yourself? A prison with walls, made of excuses, fear, and the toxic opinions of people who have already given up on their own dreams. Life has a way of testing you, not just testing you, but pushing you to the absolute edge of what you think you can handle. And right here, right now, I want to tell you something important, something that could change everything for you. You are stronger than you know, more capable than you believe, and the moment you decide to never quit is the moment your entire life will transform. Let me take you back to a time when I was broke. And I mean, truly broke. Not the kind of broke where you can't buy a fancy coffee. I'm talking about the kind of broke where you're wondering how you're going to eat tomorrow, where every single dollar feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds. I remember sitting in a tiny apartment. The paint was peeling. The furniture was something I'd picked up from a secondhand store. My refrigerator, more like a small box that occasionally made a humming sound. I had exactly $22 to my name. $22 standing between me and complete financial collapse. Some people would have given up. Some people would have said, this is it. This is where my story ends. But something inside me refused to quit. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Quitting is easy. Quitting is the default setting for most people. When things get tough, when the road seems impossible, when every single door appears to be closed, quitting whispers in your ear. It says, give up. It's too hard. You're not good enough. But here's the truth. That voice, it's a liar. Success is not about having an easy path. Success is about walking through the fire and coming out stronger on the other side. It's about looking at impossible odds and saying, I'm going to find a way. I learned early on that life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you demand. And demanding success means refusing to quit no matter what. Think about the greatest achievements in human history. Every single one of them came from someone who could have quit, but didn't. The Wright brothers could have given up after hundreds of failed attempts to fly. Thomas Edison could have stopped after thousands of unsuccessful attempts to create the light bulb, but they didn't. Quitting is not a strategy. It's a surrender. When I was at my lowest point, I made a decision that would change everything. I decided that my circumstances would not define me. My bank account would not determine my worth. My current situation was not my final destination. I started studying, not just casually. I mean, serious, dedicated, obsessive studying. I read every book I could find about success, about business, about personal development. I listened to speakers. I attended seminars. I took notes. I practiced. I failed. And then I got back up. Here's something most people don't understand. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. Every single setback is a setup for a comeback. Your ability to persist, to keep moving forward when everything tells you to stop, that is the true measure of your potential, not your education, not your background, not your current situation, your persistence. I want you to understand something profound. The moment you say, I will never quit, is the moment magic starts to happen. It's the moment the universe begins to conspire in your favor. This isn't about blind stubbornness. This is about intelligent, strategic persistence. This is about understanding that every challenge is an opportunity. Every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger, to become more resilient, to prove to yourself what you're truly capable of. Your potential is not determined by your past. It's determined by your commitment to keep moving forward. So right now, in this moment, I want you to make a decision, not just hear words, not just feel motivated for the next few minutes. I want you to make a commitment to yourself that no matter what comes your way, you will never, ever quit. Now let's talk about challenges. Not just challenges in general, but the challenges that make you want to quit. The ones that hit you so hard you feel like you can't breathe. The challenges that test every single ounce of your resolve. Challenges are not your enemy, they're your greatest teachers. Think about that for a moment. Every single challenge you face is designed to make you stronger, smarter, and more resilient. I remember a time early in my business career when everything seemed to be falling apart. Projects were failing. Deals were collapsing. My bank account was shrinking faster than ice cream on a hot summer day. And in those moments, quitting seemed like the most logical option. But here's what most people don't understand about challenges. They are not roadblocks. They are growth opportunities disguised as problems. Let me break this down for you. When you face a challenge, you have two choices. You can see it as a wall that stops you, or you can see it as a climbing wall that helps you reach new heights. Most people choose the first option. Successful people, they choose the second. Think about physical training. When you lift weights, you're actually creating tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Sounds painful, right? But those tears are how your muscles grow stronger. Your body repairs those tears, and you become more powerful. Challenges work exactly the same way for your mind and spirit. Every successful person you admire has a story of overcoming challenges. Every single one. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. These weren't endpoints. They were turning points. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of challenges. It's the response to those challenges. Most people see a challenge and immediately start looking for the exit. They want the easy path, they want comfort, but let me tell you something, comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is where dreams go to die. When you're facing a challenge, your mind will try to trick you. It will whisper all kinds of negative thoughts. You're not good enough. This is too hard. Maybe you should just give up. Those thoughts are not reality. They are fear speaking. True strength is not about never feeling fear. True strength is about feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. Let me share a strategy that has helped me through countless challenges. When a problem seems overwhelming, break it down. And I mean break it down into the smallest possible pieces. Can't solve the entire problem? Solve one tiny part of it. Then another, then another. Challenges are like a huge boulder blocking your path. Most people look at that boulder and think, it's impossible. I can't move this. Successful people look at that boulder and start chipping away at it one small piece at a time. Your mindset is everything. Everything. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that the only true limitation is the one you place on yourself. Your mind is either a prison or a launching pad. You choose. Think about water. When water encounters an obstacle, does it stop? No. It finds a way around. It goes over. It goes under. It goes through. Sometimes it slowly erodes the obstacle. Sometimes it crashes right through. But it never stops. Be like water. Challenges will test your character. They will reveal who you truly are. When everything is going well, anyone can look successful. But when things get tough, that's when your true colors show. I want you to start seeing challenges differently. Stop asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Every challenge carries a gift. Sometimes that gift is wisdom. Sometimes it's resilience. Sometimes it's a lesson about yourself you couldn't have learned any other way. Your response to challenges defines your character more than the challenges themselves. Are you going to curl up and quit? Or are you going to stand up, face the challenge head on, and grow? Remember, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Now, challenges are not sent to test your limits. They are sent to expand them. When you feel like quitting, when the challenge seems too big, when the mountain looks too high, take a breath. Remember why you started. Remember that every single successful person has stood exactly where you're standing right now. The moment you decide that no challenge is too big, that no obstacle can stop you, is the moment you become unstoppable. You are not defined by your challenges. You are defined by how you respond to them. Never quit. Never ever quit. There's a silent killer of dreams that most people never talk about. It's not failure. It's not lack of talent. It's the moment you decide to walk away, the moment you choose surrender. Quitting is a poison that spreads slowly through your life, destroying potential before it even has a chance to bloom. I want you to understand something profound. Every single time you quit, you're not just giving up on a goal. You're making a statement about who you are. You're telling yourself and the world that your dreams are negotiable. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff. On one side, there's the comfortable path of giving up, easy, familiar, safe. On the other side, there's the challenging path of persistence. Difficult, uncertain, terrifying. Most people choose the easy path. I remember a young woman I met years ago, brilliant mind, incredible potential. She had a dream of starting her own tech company. Investors kept saying no. Challenges kept mounting. And one day she did what most people do, she quit. 20 years later, I saw her again, working a job she despised. Her eyes had lost their spark. Her dreams had become distant memories, and she said something that broke my heart. I was so close to making it work. Those words are the epitaph of countless abandoned dreams. Quitting is not just about losing an opportunity, it's about losing yourself. It's about creating a pattern of defeat that becomes harder to break with each surrender. Let me break down the true devastation of quitting. Financial loss is just the surface. The real cost runs much deeper. Every time you walk away, you're training your mind to accept less. You're building a muscle of mediocrity. Emotional destruction is the real killer. Each quit chips away at your confidence. It creates a narrative of failure that becomes your internal soundtrack. I'm not good enough becomes your default setting. But the most brutal cost, the opportunities you'll never see, the potential paths that close forever when you step back instead of pushing forward. Consider the giants of innovation. Stephen King was rejected 30 times before publishing his first novel. Dyson created 5,126 failed prototypes before inventing his revolutionary vacuum cleaner. Colonel Sanders was rejected 1009 times before someone accepted his chicken recipe. What if they had listened to the voices of doubt? What if they had chosen the easy path? The world would be a smaller, less remarkable place. Success is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about standing up one more time than you fall down. When you feel the urge to quit, ask yourself 3 critical questions. First, what drove me to start this journey? Reconnect with your original passion. And now it's just like, what will my life look like if I give up right now? Not just today, but a year from now, 5 years from now. Third, what incredible possibilities exist just beyond this moment of challenge? Most people quit inches away from their breakthrough. They abandon their dreams when success is just around the corner. Think of your potential like a seed. Some seeds sprout quickly. Others take years of consistent care before breaking through the soil. But they all have one thing in common. They never stop growing. You are that seed. Your progress might be invisible. Your growth might seem painfully slow. But if you keep nurturing your dreams, if you refuse to surrender, transformation is inevitable. The moment you want to quit is the most critical moment of your entire journey. It's the moment that separates dreamers from achievers. Quitting is a tax on your potential. And it's a tax that compounds with each surrender. But persistence? Persistence is the most powerful currency in the world of success. When the world pushes you to give up, when challenges seem insurmountable, when your dreams feel impossible, remember this, the greatest victory often comes just moments after your most difficult challenge. Your breakthrough is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that one depends entirely on one thing, your decision to never ever quit. Let's talk about the most powerful weapon you have in your arsenal. It's not talent, it's not money, it's not connections. It's your mindset. Your mind is like a computer. And right now, most people are running an outdated, virus-infested operating system that's designed to keep them stuck, scared, and small. It's time for a complete mental upgrade. Developing an unbreakable mindset is not about being fearless. It's about being fearless in the face of fear. It's about understanding that your thoughts are not facts. They are simply suggestions, and you have the power to reject those suggestions. I want you to imagine your mind as a garden. Every single thought you have is a seed. Some seeds grow flowers, some grow weeds, and most people, they spend their entire lives letting random seeds grow wherever they want. But successful people, they're master gardeners of their mind. Let me share a strategy that changed everything for me. It's something I call the mental firewall technique. Every negative thought that enters your mind is like a potential virus. And just like a computer, you need a firewall. Here's how it works. When a negative thought comes in, I'm not good enough, this is too hard, I'll never succeed, you don't just accept it. You challenge it, you interrogate it, you become the security guard of your own mind. Ask yourself 3 questions. Is this thought absolutely true? How is this thought serving me right now? What's a more empowering way to look at this situation? Most negative thoughts will collapse under this interrogation. They're like bullies who run away when you stand up to them. Let me tell you about mental toughness. It's not about never feeling fear. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's about understanding that discomfort is the price of growth. Think about physical training. When you lift weights, you're actually creating tiny tears in your muscle fibers. It sounds painful, right? But those tears are how your muscles grow stronger. Your mind works exactly the same way. Every challenge is a mental workout. Most people treat their minds like a cheap rental car. They run it hard, they don't maintain it, they don't invest in it, and then they wonder why it breaks down when they need it most. Your mind is not a rental. It's your primary vehicle to success. Treat it like a high-performance machine. Here are 5 core principles of an unbreakable mindset. First, take 100% responsibility. And I mean 100%, what are excuses? No blaming, no victim mentality. Whatever's happening in your life right now is a result of your decisions, not your circumstances. Your decisions. Second, embrace continuous learning. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop growing. The world is changing faster than ever. Your education cannot stop when you leave school. It must be a lifelong commitment. Third, develop emotional intelligence. Understanding your emotions is more important than any skill. Can you recognize when fear is driving your decisions? Can you manage your emotional state? Can you respond instead of react? Fourth, practice radical self-discipline. Discipline is not punishment. It's liberation. It's creating a life where you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Fifth, cultivate a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities. See failures as lessons. See setbacks as setups for comebacks. Let me break down what a growth mindset really means. Most people have a fixed mindset. They believe their abilities are static. I'm not good at math. I'm not creative. I'm just not a business person. A growth mindset says, I'm not good at math yet. I can develop creativity. I can learn to be a business person. The word yet is magical. It turns limitations into possibilities. Your potential is not predetermined. It's not written in stone. It's a process of continuous. Think about the most successful people you know. They're not successful because they were born special. They're successful because they decided to be special. They committed to growth. They committed to becoming. Mental toughness is a skill. And like any skill, it can be developed. It can be trained. It can be start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Read 1 book a month. Exercise consistently. Meditate. Journal. These aren't just activities. They're mental training exercises. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But here's the critical part. Mental toughness is not about being hard. It's about being resilient. It's about flexibility. It's about bouncing back. Imagine a bamboo tree. When a strong wind comes, a rigid tree breaks, but bamboo bends, it adapts, and then it stands tall again. It'd be like bamboo. Your unbreakable mindset is not about never falling. It's about always getting back up, always learning. Remember, your mind is either a prison or a launching pad. You choose. Every single day, you're either building your dreams or building your limitations. There is no middle ground. Choose wisely. Choose growth. Choose to be unbreakable. Let's talk about the most powerful force in personal transformation. It's not grand gestures. It's not massive leaps. It's small steps. Most people want a magic bullet. They want overnight success. They want transformation to happen like a Hollywood movie montage. But real change, real success. It happens inch by inch, day by day. I call this the compound effect of consistency. Imagine you're standing at the bottom of a massive mountain. Most people look up and immediately feel overwhelmed. They see the entire journey and think it's impossible. But successful people, they look at the first step. Just the first step. Let me share a story that changed my entire perspective on small steps. Years ago, I met a woman who had lost over 100 pounds. I expected her to tell me about some revolutionary diet or intense workout program. You know what she told me? I started by walking for just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes, that's it. Most people underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. They want massive transformation, but they're not willing to do the small, boring work that creates real change. Here's a truth that will change your life. Small actions, repeated consistently, create miraculous results. Let's break this down practically. Want to read more? Start with just 1 page a day, 1 page. That's it. In a year, you'll have read multiple books. Want to save money? Start by saving just $5 a day. Sounds insignificant? In a year, that's $1,825. In 5 years, that's over $9,000. Want to get in shape? Start with 10 push-ups. Can't do 10? Do 2. Can't do 2, do 1. But do something. The magic is in consistency, not perfection. Most people quit because they try to change everything at once. They go from 0 to 100. They try to transform their entire life overnight. And then they burn out. They get overwhelmed. They give up. But success is not about massive action. It's about sustainable action. Think about a river carving through rock. It doesn't happen with one massive explosion. It happens with consistent, persistent flow. Drop by drop, the river changes the landscape. You are that river. Let me give you a practical framework for creating change through small steps. First, identify your goal. Make it clear, make it specific. Get in shape is not a goal. Exercise for 15 minutes 3 times a week is a goal. Second, break that goal down into the smallest possible action, and I mean the smallest. If your goal is to write a book, start with writing 1 sentence a day, just 1 sentence. Third, make it so easy that you can't say no. Can't exercise for 15 minutes? Do 5. Can't meditate for 20 minutes? Do 2. Fourth, track your progress, but not in a way that creates pressure. Create a simple system of celebration. Check off each day you do your small action. Fifth, be patient. Real change takes time. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. Let me share a powerful concept. The aggregation of marginal gains. It means that small improvements, when added together, create massive transformation. 1% improvement every day for a year doesn't mean you'll be 365 better. Mathematically, you'll be 37 times better. Think about that. Most people are looking for a shortcut, a hack, a secret formula. But the real secret is boring. It's showing up, it's doing the work, it's taking small steps consistently. Success is not about doing extraordinary things, it's about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. Let me tell you about the most successful people I've met. They're not superhuman, they're not magical, they're just consistent. They do the small things when nobody's watching. They wake up early, they read, they learn, they practice, day after day after day. Your daily habits are creating your future right now. Every single day, you're either building your dreams or building your limitations. Those small actions might seem insignificant in the moment, but they compound, they multiply, they create momentum. Think of your life like a flywheel. At first, it's hard to move. You push and nothing seems to happen. But keep pushing, keep taking those small steps, and suddenly the flywheel starts to move. It gains momentum, and then it becomes unstoppable. You are that flywheel. Your transformation is not about one massive leap. It's about consistent small steps. Don't focus on the mountain. Focus on the next step. Keep moving, keep growing, one small step at a time. Your transformation is not about one massive leap. It's about consistent small steps. But let me tell you something crucial. Progress isn't a straight line. It's a messy, complicated dance. Some days you'll feel like a champion. Other days you'll feel like you're crawling, and that's not just, okay, it's normal. Think of your personal growth like a garden. Some days you'll plant seeds, some days you'll water, some days you'll pull weeds, and some days you'll just sit and observe. Each moment is part of the process. Each action matters. The real magic happens in the moments nobody sees. The early mornings, the quiet commitments, the small decisions that seem insignificant, but are actually the building blocks of your future. Your worth is not measured by perfect performance. It's measured by your willingness to keep showing up, to keep learning, to keep growing. Don't focus on the mountain. Focus on the next step. Keep moving. Keep growing, one small step at a time. The most powerful transformation happens not in grand gestures, but in the quiet moments of consistent effort. In this moment, right now, you have a choice that will echo through every single day of your life. Will you be a passenger or the driver? Will you let circumstances define you, or will you define your circumstances? Success is not a destination, it's a daily decision. It's choosing growth over comfort, courage over fear, action over excuses. Your potential is not locked in the past, it's waiting to be unleashed right now. The only person who can truly stop you is the one looking back in the mirror. Never quit, never ever quit. I start by considering a profound truth. Our lives are shaped not just by what we do, but by the people we choose to surround ourselves with. You navigate your journey to success and happiness. It's essential to recognize that not everyone needs to be a part of your life. This is not about arrogance. It's about self-awareness and clarity. Imagine walking into a room filled with people, each one offering a piece of advice, a path to follow, or an opinion about your life. In the cacophony of voices, your own can easily get lost. But in those moments, the voice that should ring the loudest is yours. The one that knows your dreams, your values, and your true self. Self-awareness is the compass that guides us through life's myriad of choices, ensuring that we remain true to who we are. It is this clarity that helps us decide who truly deserves a place in our inner circle. Now think about the relationships that have had the most significant impact on your life. Were they numerous or were they few and profound? Successful individuals understand that it is not the quantity of relationships, but their quality that defines us. These relationships should inspire, uplift, and challenge us to become better versions of ourselves. They are the ones that add value to our lives, not just through support, but by aligning with our core values and dreams. By being selective about who we allow into our lives, we set the stage for genuine growth and fulfillment. Not everyone is meant to stay with us on our journey, and that is perfectly okay. This discernment is not about exclusion, but about making thoughtful choices that protect our energy and focus. In a world where distractions abound, being intentional with our relationships becomes a key strategy in achieving the life we truly desire. We will uncover the deeper layers of how selective relationships shape our success and the vital role our core values play in determining the people we journey with. Let us consider the profound impact of core values in our lives. These are not just words or principles. They are the essence of who we are and who we strive to become. Your core values are the guiding lights that illuminate the path to your true self, shaping every decision you make and every relationship you cultivate. Imagine setting out on a journey without a map or a compass. You would likely drift, unsure of your direction, swayed by every breeze that comes your way. But when you are anchored in your core values, you possess a reliable compass that guides you through the complexities of life. Your values are the foundation upon which your decisions are built, influencing how you interact with the world and who you choose to let into your life. Think about a time when you made a decision that felt truly right, deep in your soul. That alignment comes from acting in accordance with your values. Conversely, consider a moment when you went against what you believed in. The discomfort you felt was a signal that you were not living authentically. When your actions align with your core values, you experience a sense of integrity and peace. This alignment not only brings personal fulfillment, but also attracts people who resonate with your truth. Let me share an example. Picture an entrepreneur who values innovation and creativity above all else. They surround themselves with individuals who inspire creativity, challenge conventional thinking, and push boundaries. Because of this alignment, their work and relationships flourish. Their values act as a magnet, drawing in those who share their vision and passion. This creates a dynamic and supportive environment where everyone thrives. On the other hand, imagine someone who values honesty and transparency, but finds themselves in a relationship where deceit and manipulation are common. The misalignment creates tension and dissatisfaction, pulling them away from their true self. When we recognize such misalignments, we are empowered to make changes, choosing relationships that nurture and reflect our core values. Identifying and aligning with your core values is not just about avoiding discomfort. It's about actively creating a life that reflects who you truly are. It's about saying yes to opportunities and people who resonate with your essence and saying no to those that don't. This clarity brings an incredible sense of freedom and empowerment. As you align with your values, you begin to attract like-minded individuals who support and enhance your journey. These are the relationships that uplift you, providing encouragement and challenge when needed. They become a source of strength, reminding you of who you are at your core and what you are capable of achieving. Now, as we ponder the significance of these relationships, it becomes evident how they influence our success and happiness. Each connection becomes a reflection of our deepest values, and through them, we are inspired to reach new heights. This is the transformative power of living in alignment with our core values. Focus on the incredible power of being selective about who we allow into our personal and professional circles. The truth is, not every person who crosses our path is meant to stay, and not every relationship is worth nurturing. This understanding is a pivotal step toward achieving personal and professional success. Successful individuals have long understood that it is not the number of connections, but the quality of these relationships that truly matter. Imagine attending a networking event where you shake hands with dozens of people. Each interaction is a potential connection, but not all will resonate with your values or contribute meaningfully to your life. The key lies in identifying those few who align with your vision, share your values, and support your growth. When you choose to be selective, you create space for relationships that are genuine and nurturing. These relationships serve as the foundation for your success, offering support, encouragement, and wisdom when you need it most. It's like tending a garden. You focus on nurturing the plants that will yield the most beautiful flowers and the richest fruits. Consider the impact of having just one mentor who believes in you and pushes you to achieve your dreams. This singular connection can have a far greater impact on your life than having 100 acquaintances who barely know your name. It's about surrounding yourself with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable to your highest standards. Selective relationships enhance personal growth by providing a safe space for you to explore new ideas and take risks. They offer honest feedback, helping you see your blind spots and encouraging you to overcome obstacles. With the right people by your side, you are more resilient and capable of handling challenges. Professionally, the benefits of selective relationships are equally profound. When you associate with individuals who are leaders in their fields, you gain insights and perspectives that are invaluable. These connections open doors to new opportunities and resources, propelling you forward in your career. It is through these selective relationships that you learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. Think about the most successful people in the world. They often have a close-knit group of advisors, mentors, and colleagues who support and guide them. This circle is not vast, but it is powerful. They prioritize depth over breadth, understanding that a few strong, meaningful connections can drive success more than a sea of shallow interactions. By being intentional about your relationships, you set the stage for a life filled with purpose and success. This selectivity is not about exclusion, but about making room for what truly matters. It's about investing your time and energy where it will have the greatest impact, both personally and professionally. The power of these relationships, let's turn our attention to how we can set boundaries to protect and nurture these connections. In doing so, we will continue to build a life that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations. A concept that is crucial for sustaining the quality of relationships and fostering personal growth, setting boundaries. In our pursuit of success, it is easy to become overwhelmed by demands on our time and energy. Setting clear boundaries is not only a form of self-respect, but a necessary practice for maintaining our mental health and ensuring that we remain focused on our goals. Boundaries serve as a protective shield that helps you conserve your energy for what truly matters. Imagine your life as a beautiful garden without a fence to protect it. Weeds and unwanted pests can invade, sapping the nutrients and vitality needed for your flowers to bloom. Similarly, boundaries help you safeguard your time and energy, allowing you to focus on nurturing the aspects of your life that align with your core values. The necessity of setting boundaries becomes evident when we consider the fast-paced world we live in. There are countless distractions and obligations that can easily derail us from our path. However, by establishing clear boundaries, we take control of our environment, ensuring that we allocate our time and energy toward what truly matters. Take, for example, the renowned entrepreneur Warren Buffett, who famously guards his time with an unyielding schedule. Buffett is known for declining invitations and requests that do not align with his priorities. He understands that his time is one of his most valuable assets, and he uses it judiciously to focus on activities that drive his success. This clear boundary setting has enabled him to achieve remarkable accomplishments in his career. Setting boundaries requires clarity and communication. First, you must identify what truly matters to you and where your time and energy are best spent. Once you have this clarity, communicate your boundaries to others. Let them know when you are available, what you can commit to, and where you need to draw the line. This communication fosters respect and understanding from those around you. Practical tips for maintaining healthy boundaries include learning to say no without guilt. Many of us feel compelled to say yes to every request, fearing that we may disappoint others. However, saying no is an act of self-care and an affirmation of your priorities. It allows you to remain focused and effective, ensuring that you can give your best to the commitments you choose to accept. Allocate time for yourself, free from distractions. Schedule regular breaks to recharge your energy and reflect on your progress. This time is essential for your well-being and for maintaining the clarity needed to pursue your goals. As we consider these practical strategies, let's also remember the importance of being adaptable. Boundaries are not rigid walls, but flexible guidelines that can evolve as your priorities shift. This adaptability ensures that your boundaries serve your growth and well-being effectively. In setting and maintaining boundaries, you empower yourself to live a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. You create the space needed for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. In our quest to lead a focused and intentional life, many of us face a formidable challenge: the fear of missing out, or FOMO. It's a pervasive feeling that tugs at us, whispering that we might be left behind or missing something crucial if we don't say yes to every opportunity or invitation. But overcoming this fear is vital if we wish to live a life aligned with our values and priorities. Consider the moment you decide to focus on your most important goals. Perhaps you felt a twinge of doubt, wondering if turning down a social event or declining a business opportunity might mean missing out on something significant. Fear can be paralyzing, leading us to scatter our energies and dilute our efforts. But here's the truth. Saying no to what doesn't align with your core values allows you to say a resounding yes to what truly matters. One strategy for overcoming FOMO is to practice gratitude and focus on the present moment. When we dwell on what we might be missing, we overlook the abundance in our lives right now. By shifting our focus to what we have, our goals, relationships, and opportunities, we cultivate a sense of contentment and clarity. This mindset empowers us to make decisions that honor our priorities. Another powerful strategy is to set clear intentions. When we know what we want to achieve, we can evaluate opportunities based on how well they align with our goals. This clarity helps us make choices with confidence, knowing that we are investing our time and energy wisely. Let me share a story about a successful author who struggled with FOMO early in her career. She was constantly worried about missing the next big networking event or social gathering. But she realized that chasing every opportunity left her with little time to write her true passion. By setting boundaries and focusing on her writing, she published her first book, which became a bestseller. Her success came not from trying to do everything, but from committing to what mattered most. This author's journey teaches us that when we prioritize our goals over fleeting opportunities, we pave the way for meaningful accomplishments. By overcoming FOMO, we embrace a more intentional life, one where our actions reflect our deepest values and aspirations. As we let go of the fear of missing out, we open ourselves to the richness of a focused life. We find that by choosing what truly matters, we gain more than we ever thought possible. Shift our focus to the people we choose to surround ourselves with, the supportive inner circle that can elevate us to new heights. The importance of cultivating such a circle cannot be overstated. The individuals who make up this group play a pivotal role in shaping our journey, influencing our mindset, and propelling us toward our goals. A supportive inner circle is more than just a group of friends. It is a network of allies who understand and champion your dreams. These are the people who believe in you even when you falter and who provide encouragement and constructive feedback. Their presence inspires you to push beyond your limits, to grow, and to strive for excellence. So, what traits should you look for in the people who form this inner circle? Seek out those who possess optimism and positivity. They see possibilities where others see obstacles and help you maintain a forward-thinking mindset. Choose individuals who are reliable and consistent, who you can count on to stand by your side through thick and thin. These people demonstrate integrity, honesty, and a genuine interest in your success. Also value those who challenge you intellectually and emotionally, pushing you to think deeper and aim higher. They are not afraid to give you tough love when necessary, knowing that their honesty will help you grow. These relationships are built on mutual respect and shared values, fostering an environment of trust and collaboration. Nurturing these relationships requires effort and intention. Make time for these people, engage in meaningful conversations, and show appreciation for their support. Relationships, like gardens, thrive when tended with care and attention. Encourage open communication and be willing to offer your support in return. Equally important is the need to let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy and hinder your progress. These are connections that sap your enthusiasm, bring negativity, or hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Recognizing and releasing such relationships is an act of self-care and empowerment. In building and nurturing your inner circle, you create a powerful support system that fuels your journey. These individuals help you stay aligned with your values and inspire you to reach your full potential. As we consider the importance of our inner circle, we must also acknowledge the profound power of solitude. In a world that constantly demands our attention, carving out moments of solitude is not just a luxury. It is a necessity. Solitude provides us with the space to reconnect with our inner selves, fostering greater self-awareness and clarity. Spending time alone allows us to reflect on our experiences, thoughts, and emotions. It is in these quiet moments that we gain insights into our true desires and motivations. Solitude encourages introspection, helping us to identify patterns, uncover hidden fears, and recognize opportunities for growth. This heightened self-awareness becomes a guiding light, illuminating our path and enabling us to make decisions that align with our deepest values. Consider the story of a successful business leader who made it a habit to retreat to a cabin in the woods for a few days each year. Away from the noise and distractions, he would reflect on his goals and the direction of his company. These periods of solitude were instrumental in helping him navigate challenges and seize opportunities. They provided him with the clarity and vision needed to lead effectively. Regular self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal development. By setting aside time to assess our progress and evaluate our choices, we empower ourselves to grow and evolve. This practice encourages us to learn from our experiences and make necessary adjustments, ensuring that we remain on course toward our goals. One well-known quote that captures this idea is from the philosopher Blaise Pascal, who said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." This emphasizes the transformative power of solitude, reminding us that peace and clarity often arise from within. The benefits of solitude and self-reflection, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves. This understanding becomes a catalyst for personal growth, guiding us as we continue on our journey to success. With this foundation, let's now bring our thoughts together, summarizing the insights we have gained and reinforcing the value of being selective about who we allow into our lives. Revisit the key insights that we have shared today. We began with the understanding that not everyone needs to be a part of our journey. By being selective about who we allow into our lives, we create space for relationships that align with our values and support our growth. This is not about exclusion, but about choosing to invest our energy in what truly matters. We explored the importance of identifying and living by our core values, using them as a compass to guide our decisions and relationships. We learned that setting boundaries is essential for protecting our time and energy, enabling us to focus on our most important goals. We also addressed the common fear of missing out, understanding that overcoming this fear allows us to embrace a more intentional life. We discovered the power of a supportive inner circle made up of individuals who inspire and challenge us to reach new heights. By nurturing these relationships and letting go of those that drain us, we build a network that enhances our success. Finally, we embrace the transformative power of solitude and self-reflection, which deepen our self-awareness and guide us toward our true aspirations. Now, I invite each of you to take action. Reassess the relationships in your life and consider whether they align with your values and goals. Make the conscious choice to prioritize your well-being and success by surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. Remember, your journey is yours alone, and you have the power to choose the companions who will walk with you. Embrace this opportunity to redefine your path. Let your values be your guide, your boundaries be your protection, and your relationships be your source of strength. By doing so, you will create a life that is rich with purpose, fulfillment, and success. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see so many eager faces all ready to embrace change and growth. Many years ago, I found myself in a situation that profoundly changed my perspective on life and success. I was young and struggling, trying to find my way in a world that seemed overwhelming and unforgiving. I had a job that paid the bills, but did little to inspire or challenge me. Every day felt like a repetition of the last, and I knew deep down that I was capable of so much more. One day, a friend invited me to attend a seminar. Reluctantly, I agreed, thinking it would be just another mundane experience. But that day, something extraordinary happened. The speaker talked about the importance of stepping out of our comfort zones, of challenging ourselves to reach new heights. It was as if a light bulb had turned on inside my head. I realized that I had been living within the confines of my comfort zone, afraid to take risks and make bold moves. That seminar was the catalyst for a significant change in my life. Leaving your comfort zone is not just about making drastic changes overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps towards growth and self-improvement. It's about recognizing that the boundaries we set for ourselves are often the very things that hold us back. The comfort zone, while safe and predictable, is a place where dreams stagnate and ambitions wither. Think about a time when you felt truly alive, when you achieved something you never thought possible. It wasn't easy, was it? It required effort, perseverance, and a willingness to face uncertainty. It was in those moments of challenge and discomfort that you discovered your true potential. This is the essence of growth, stepping beyond what we know and venturing into the unknown. The importance of stepping out of our comfort zones cannot be overstated. It is the driving force behind personal and professional growth. When we push ourselves to take risks, to try new things, we open the door to a world of opportunities that we never knew existed. We learn more about ourselves, about our strengths and weaknesses, and we develop a resilience that helps us navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. Change is not always easy, but it is always necessary for growth. The comfort zone, as cozy as it may feel, is a trap that keeps us from realizing our full potential. It's a barrier that separates us from the life we are capable of living. By stepping out of it, we allow ourselves to explore new possibilities, to learn and grow in ways we never thought possible. Imagine if great inventors, entrepreneurs, and leaders had stayed within their comfort zones. We wouldn't have the technological advancements, the thriving businesses, or the societal progress we enjoy today. These individuals understood that growth comes from taking risks and facing challenges head-on. As we embark on this journey together today, I want you to remember that stepping out of your comfort zone is not about reckless abandon. It's about calculated risks, informed decisions, and the courage to face the unknown. It's about committing to personal growth and being willing to embrace the discomfort that comes with change. The journey will not always be smooth, and there will be times when you doubt yourself, when the fear of failure seems overwhelming. But it's in these moments that your true character is revealed. It's in these moments that you grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of achieving your dreams. I urge you to take that first step. Challenge yourself to do something different, something that scares you a little. Remember, the greatest rewards come from the greatest challenges. By stepping out of your comfort zone, you open the door to a life filled with possibility and promise. This is your time to grow, to learn, and to achieve greatness. Let's take a moment to truly understand what the comfort zone is and why it holds such a powerful sway over our lives. The comfort zone is a psychological space where we feel safe and secure. It's a mental state where we know what to expect, and we're free from fear and anxiety. It's where our behaviors and actions fit a routine that minimizes stress and risk. Living within this zone provides a sense of security and predictability. It's natural to be drawn to it because it gives us a feeling of control over our environment. We know what will happen next, and that predictability makes life feel manageable and less threatening. But while the comfort zone offers a haven of stability, it also imposes significant limitations on our potential for growth and progress. When we stay within the boundaries of our comfort zones, we inadvertently hinder our progress. We miss out on opportunities for growth because we are not challenging ourselves to learn and experience new things. Imagine a world where you never ventured beyond what you already knew. It would be a world devoid of innovation, creativity, and personal achievement. Progress requires us to stretch our capabilities and confront the unfamiliar. It is only by doing so that we discover what we are truly capable of. Psychologically, the comfort zone is appealing because it shields us from the fear of failure. We all have an innate desire to avoid pain and discomfort, and stepping out of our comfort zones often means facing situations where success is not guaranteed. This fear of the unknown can be paralyzing, leading us to prefer the safety of the familiar over the potential rewards of the unknown. Socially, we are influenced by the people around us, who may also be entrenched in their comfort zones. There is a tendency to conform to the expectations and norms of our social circles, which can reinforce our reluctance to step out and try something new. Can we worry about what others might think if we fail or if we choose a different path? This social pressure can keep us rooted in place, even when we know that growth lies beyond our current boundaries. But it's essential to recognize that these psychological and social factors are not insurmountable barriers. They are challenges that we can overcome with the right mindset and approach. By understanding the nature of the comfort zone and the reasons why we are drawn to it, we can begin to take conscious steps to push beyond its limits. The first step in leaving the comfort zone is to acknowledge its existence and the hold it has on us. Once we do that, we can start to set small, manageable goals that gradually expand our boundaries. Each step taken outside of the comfort zone builds confidence and resilience, making the next step easier. It's also crucial to surround ourselves with supportive individuals who encourage growth and change. Positive social influences can provide the motivation and reinforcement needed to venture into new territories. Seek out mentors and peers who have successfully navigated their own journeys beyond the comfort zone. Their experiences and insights can be invaluable as you embark on your path of growth. Remember, the comfort zone, while tempting, is ultimately a place of stagnation. True growth, fulfillment, and success lie beyond its borders. Embrace the discomfort that comes with stepping out. It is a sign that you are on the right path, moving towards your highest potential. Keep in mind that each step you take outside your comfort zone brings you closer to the life you are capable of living. The discomfort you feel is temporary, but the growth and achievements that come from pushing your boundaries will last a lifetime. Embrace the challenge and move forward with confidence and determination. It becomes crucial to understand the dangers that come with staying too comfortable. The allure of the comfort zone is strong, but it can also be the greatest impediment to our growth and success. When we choose to remain within the confines of our comfort zone, we inevitably miss out on countless opportunities. These opportunities could have been the stepping stones to greater achievements, new experiences, and unforeseen successes. Consider the countless stories of individuals who had dreams and aspirations, but never pursued them because they were too comfortable in their current situation. They had stable jobs, predictable routines, and a sense of security. However, this security came at the cost of their unfulfilled potential. They chose the path of least resistance, which kept them from exploring what they were truly capable of achieving. One such example is a colleague I once knew. He was incredibly talented with a sharp mind and innovative ideas. Yet he remained in a job that was far below his potential because it was safe and familiar. Despite encouragement from friends and mentors to pursue greater challenges, he chose to stay put. Years later, he looked back with regret, realizing that the opportunities he missed were the very ones that could have propelled him to heights he never imagined. His comfort zone became his prison, preventing him from exploring new horizons. Stagnation and complacency are the inevitable results of staying too comfortable. When we stop challenging ourselves, we stop growing. Life becomes a series of repetitive actions, and our skills and abilities begin to atrophy. This stagnation is not just professional, but also personal. Our relationships, our intellect, and our overall zest for life can diminish when we are not pushing ourselves to grow and evolve. Take the example of large corporations that once dominated their industries but failed to innovate. Companies like Kodak and Blockbuster were industry giants but became complacent. They relied on their established market positions and failed to adapt to the changing technological landscape. Their reluctance to step out of their comfort zones led to their downfall. These companies missed the opportunity to evolve, and as a result, they were overtaken by more agile and innovative competitors. On a personal level, I once met a man who had the potential to be an extraordinary entrepreneur. He had brilliant ideas and the charisma to lead, but he was too comfortable with his 9-to-5 job. The predictability of a steady paycheck and the routine of his daily life kept him from taking the leap into entrepreneurship. Over time, his ideas became obsolete, and others who were willing to take risks brought similar concepts to market, reaping the rewards he had once envisioned for himself. The fear of leaving our comfort zone often stems from the fear of failure. We become complacent because it's easier than facing the possibility of falling short. But the truth is, every successful person has faced failure. What sets them apart is their willingness to step out of their comfort zone despite the risks. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of the journey towards it. Reflect on the lives of great achievers throughout history. They did not achieve greatness by staying in their comfort zones. They took risks, faced failures, and learned from their mistakes. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure was a step closer to success because he was willing to leave the comfort of the known and venture into the unknown. We must also consider the social aspect of comfort zones. Often, our immediate environment reinforces our complacency. Friends, family, and colleagues might encourage us to stay where we are because it's what they consider safe. But true growth often requires breaking free from these social expectations and daring to pursue our own path. It means surrounding ourselves with people who challenge us to be better, who inspire us to take risks and step out of our comfort zones. Staying too comfortable can be detrimental to our progress and fulfillment. It leads to missed opportunities, stagnation, and a life filled with what-ifs. Embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Challenge yourself to step beyond the familiar. Seek out new experiences, take risks, and don't let the fear of failure hold you back. By doing so, you will unlock your true potential and live a life filled with achievements and satisfaction. Let's continue to push forward, ready to seize the opportunities that lie beyond our comfort zones. Leaving the comfort zone is not just a daring act. It is a transformative one that brings about personal growth and self-improvement. When we push ourselves beyond our familiar boundaries, we begin to discover aspects of ourselves we never knew existed. It's like peeling away layers of an onion, revealing deeper, richer layers of potential and capability. One of the greatest benefits of stepping out of the comfort zone is the immense personal growth that follows. By challenging ourselves, we develop resilience and adaptability. We learn to handle uncertainty and adversity with grace. Each step outside our comfort zone is a lesson in courage and persistence. These experiences shape our character, making us stronger and more confident individuals. It's through these trials and tribulations that we truly understand our strengths and identify areas for improvement. Consider a young professional who decides to take on a project outside of their usual scope of work. Initially, they might feel overwhelmed and out of their depth. But as they navigate through the challenges, they acquire new skills and knowledge. They become more resourceful, learning to think on their feet and solve problems creatively. By the end of the project, they have not only achieved something significant, but have also grown immensely as a person. This kind of growth is only possible when we dare to step out of our comfort zones. New opportunities and experiences are another significant benefit of leaving the comfort zone. When we stay within our familiar surroundings, we limit ourselves to a narrow range of experiences. However, the world is full of opportunities waiting to be explored. By stepping out, we open ourselves up to these possibilities. We meet new people, discover new interests, and encounter opportunities that we never would have found otherwise. Take the example of an entrepreneur who started their business by stepping into an unfamiliar industry. Initially, it was daunting with many sleepless nights and countless obstacles. But through perseverance and a willingness to embrace the unknown, they built a successful enterprise. This journey not only brought financial rewards, but also a wealth of experiences and relationships that enriched their life in ways they never anticipated. Real-life success stories abound with examples of individuals who left their comfort zones and achieved extraordinary success. Think of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before finding a publisher for her Harry Potter series. She could have stayed within the safety of her previous job, but she chose to pursue her passion despite the risks. Her decision to step out of her comfort zone has inspired millions and created a legacy that will endure for generations. Similarly, consider the story of Elon Musk, who ventured into multiple industries, from online payments with PayPal to electric cars with Tesla and space exploration with SpaceX. Each of these ventures required stepping into uncharted territory, facing immense skepticism and risk. His willingness to embrace discomfort and challenge the status quo has led to groundbreaking innovations that are changing the world. Stories highlight a crucial point. Success and fulfillment lie beyond the comfort zone. It's where we find the courage to pursue our dreams, where we encounter the opportunities that can change our lives. The discomfort we feel when stepping out is temporary, but the rewards are lasting. As we reflect on the benefits of leaving the comfort zone, it's essential to remember that this journey is a continuous one. Personal growth and new opportunities do not come from a single act of bravery, but from a sustained effort to push beyond what is comfortable. It's about consistently challenging ourselves to do better, to be better, and to strive for excellence in all that we do. Embrace the challenges and uncertainties that come our way. Commit to stepping out of our comfort zones regularly and vowing that each step brings us closer to our true potential. The journey might be tough, but the rewards are immeasurable. Remember, the life you desire, the success you seek, and the person you aspire to become all lie just beyond your comfort zone. Now that we understand the profound benefits of stepping outside our comfort zones, let's explore the concrete steps to make this transformative journey. The first step in leaving your comfort zone is to set clear, achievable goals. Without a clear vision of where you want to go, it's easy to stay where you are. Goals give us direction and purpose, serving as a roadmap to guide our actions. When setting these goals, it's crucial to make them specific, measurable, and achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This clarity transforms vague aspirations into actionable steps, providing the motivation to move forward. Once you have set your goals, the next step is to develop a plan and take the first step. A well-thought-out plan breaks down your goals into manageable tasks, making the daunting journey ahead seem less overwhelming. This plan should outline the steps you need to take, the resources you'll require, and the milestones you aim to achieve. But planning alone is not enough. You must also take that crucial first step. Often, this is the hardest part because it requires you to overcome inertia and fear. However, once you start moving, momentum builds, making subsequent steps easier. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity is essential. Failure is not the end, but a part of the process of growth and success. Every failure carries a lesson, a chance to learn what doesn't work and to refine your approach. It's through these experiences that we gain the wisdom and resilience to keep moving forward. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Each failure was a step closer to his ultimate success. By viewing failure as feedback rather than a setback, you can maintain a positive and constructive mindset. Seeking support and mentorship is another crucial step in leaving your comfort zone. No one achieves great things alone. Surround yourself with people who encourage and challenge you, who believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. Mentors, in particular, can provide invaluable guidance, sharing their experiences and insights to help you navigate your journey. They've walked the path before and can offer advice that can save you time and effort. Additionally, a supportive community can offer encouragement and motivation, helping you stay committed to your goals. Practicing resilience and perseverance is vital in this journey. Stepping out of your comfort zone will inevitably bring challenges and setbacks. It's your ability to stay the course despite these obstacles that will determine your success. Resilience is about bouncing back from setbacks, while perseverance is about maintaining your effort and enthusiasm over the long haul. Together, they ensure that you keep moving forward no matter what. Remember, every great achievement is a result of sustained effort and unwavering determination. Think about the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison but never wavered in his commitment to his cause. His resilience and perseverance not only led to his personal freedom, but also to the liberation of his country. This kind of determination can inspire us all to keep pushing forward, even when the road gets tough. As you implement these steps, keep in mind that leaving your comfort zone is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Each step you take will expand your comfort zone, preparing you for even greater challenges and opportunities. The more you practice stepping out, the more comfortable you will become with discomfort. This ongoing process of growth and self-improvement will keep you moving towards your highest potential. Commit to setting clear goals, developing actionable plans, embracing failure, seeking support, and practicing resilience. These steps will not only help you leave your comfort zone, but also lead you to a life of greater fulfillment and success. Remember, the journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Each step you take brings you closer to the person you are capable of becoming and the life you are capable of living. One step at a time, embracing the challenges and celebrating the victories. Your comfort zone is just the starting point. Beyond it lies a world of opportunities waiting to be explored. Step into that world with courage and determination, ready to achieve greatness. As we journey further on the path of personal growth and achievement, we must address a significant barrier that often stands in our way. Fear and self-doubt. These emotions are deeply rooted in our psyche, and they can be powerful inhibitors of progress. Understanding fear and self-doubt is the first step towards overcoming them. Fear is a natural response designed to protect us from danger. It triggers our fight or flight response, preparing our bodies to react to perceived threats. However, in the modern world, fear often arises not from physical threats, but from challenges to our self-esteem. Fear of failure or fear of the unknown. Self-doubt. On the other hand, it stems from lack of confidence in our abilities. It whispers to us that we are not good enough, that we will fail if we try, and that others are more capable. These feelings are not only normal, but also universal. Everyone, from the most successful entrepreneurs to everyday individuals, experiences fear and self-doubt. What sets successful people apart is their ability to manage and overcome these feelings. One effective strategy to overcome fear and self-doubt is to reframe them as signals of growth. When you feel fear or doubt, recognize that you are about to step outside your comfort zone and into a space where growth happens. This shift in perspective can turn fear into a motivator rather than a deterrent. Instead of avoiding the things that scare you, embrace them as opportunities to develop and strengthen your skills. Another strategy is to take small, incremental steps towards your goals. When faced with a daunting task, breaking it down into smaller, more manageable parts can make it seem less intimidating. Each small victory builds your confidence and reduces your fear of failure. Over time, these small steps accumulate into significant progress, and what once seemed insurmountable becomes achievable. Visualization is also a powerful tool. Athletes often use it to prepare for competitions by mentally rehearsing their performance. You can apply the same technique to your goals. Visualize yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your objectives. This mental practice can build your confidence and reduce your fear and self-doubt, making you more likely to take action. Support from others is invaluable. Surround yourself with positive, encouraging people who believe in you and your potential. Mentors, friends, and family can provide the reassurance and perspective you need when your confidence wavers. They can remind you of your strengths and past successes, helping to dispel your doubts. Inspirational anecdotes often serve as powerful reminders of what is possible. Consider the story of Walt Disney, who was fired from a newspaper job because his editor felt he lacked creativity. He faced numerous setbacks and financial difficulties before creating Disney Studios, one of the most successful entertainment companies in history. His journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and belief in oneself, even in the face of repeated failure. Similarly, Oprah Winfrey overcame a challenging childhood and numerous professional setbacks to become one of the most influential media figures in the world. Her story illustrates how resilience and determination can triumph over fear and self-doubt. Reflect on the words of Nelson Mandela, who said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of overcoming fear and self-doubt. It's not about never feeling these emotions. It's about facing them head on and continuing to move forward. Remember that fear and self-doubt are not barriers, but challenges to be overcome. By understanding their origins and employing strategies to manage them, you can turn these obstacles into stepping stones towards your success. Embrace your fears, trust in your abilities, and take that bold step forward. The path to greatness is paved with courage and perseverance. Explore the journey of stepping outside our comfort zones. It's crucial to understand how to sustain that momentum. The initial leap is significant, but maintaining progress requires ongoing effort and commitment. One of the most effective ways to ensure continual growth is by building new habits. Habits are powerful because they create a framework for our daily actions and decisions. When we develop positive habits that align with our goals, we set ourselves up for long-term success. Creating new habits involves consistency and repetition. It starts with identifying the behaviors that will support your goals and incorporating them into your daily routine. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, a habit might be to exercise for 30 minutes each day. By consistently performing this activity, it becomes a natural part of your routine, requiring less conscious effort over time. This consistency helps to reinforce the behavior, making it a permanent part of your lifestyle. Continual self-assessment and growth are equally important. Regularly evaluating your progress helps you stay on track and make necessary adjustments. It's about being honest with yourself, acknowledging both your successes and areas where you need improvement. This self-assessment can take many forms, such as journaling, seeking feedback from others, or setting aside time each week to reflect on your achievements and challenges. By doing this, you stay aware of your progress and can adapt your strategies to better meet your goals. Self-assessment also fosters a growth mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, view them as opportunities to learn and improve. This mindset encourages continuous learning and development, which is essential for sustaining momentum. When you approach each day with the intention to grow, you open yourself up to new possibilities and ensure that you are always moving forward. Celebrating small victories is another crucial element in sustaining momentum. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your effort and progress. Celebrating these achievements helps to maintain motivation and provides a sense of accomplishment. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of larger goals and forget to acknowledge the progress you've made along the way. By recognizing and celebrating your small victories, you reinforce positive behavior and keep your enthusiasm high. Consider the story of a marathon runner. The journey to complete a marathon is long and demanding, but it is broken down into many small steps. Each training session, each mile completed, is a small victory that brings the runner closer to their ultimate goal. By celebrating these milestones, the runner stays motivated and focused, making the journey more manageable and rewarding. This principle applies to all areas of life. Whether you are building a business, learning a new skill, or improving your personal relationships, acknowledging and celebrating your progress is vital. It keeps you engaged and reminds you of the progress you've made, fueling your determination to keep going. Remember that sustaining momentum outside your comfort zone is about creating habits, continuously assessing and growing, and celebrating your achievements. These practices will help you maintain the progress you've made and keep you moving towards your goals. The journey of growth and self-improvement is ongoing, and by integrating these principles into your daily life, you can ensure that you continue to thrive and achieve your full potential. So commit to building those positive habits, regularly assessing our progress, and taking the time to celebrate each step forward. By doing so, we can maintain the momentum we've built and continue to grow, learn, and succeed. Your journey outside the comfort zone is a path to greater fulfillment and success. Let's embrace it with enthusiasm and determination, ready to achieve the greatness that lies ahead. Take a moment to reflect on the journey we've embarked upon together. We've explored the power of stepping out of our comfort zones, understanding that true growth and success lie just beyond the boundaries of what is familiar and safe. We discussed the importance of setting clear, achievable goals, developing a plan, and taking that crucial first step towards our dreams. We've embraced the idea that failure is not a setback, but a stepping stone to success, a necessary part of the learning process. We also delved into the importance of seeking support and mentorship, recognizing that no one achieves greatness alone. By surrounding ourselves with positive influences and learning from those who have walked the path before us, we equip ourselves with the tools and insights needed to navigate our journey. We talked about the vital role of resilience and perseverance, understanding that the road to success is often filled with challenges and obstacles, but it is our determination to keep moving forward that defines us. Moreover, we explored strategies to overcome fear and self-doubt, transforming these natural emotions into motivators for growth. By understanding their origins and employing practical techniques to manage them, we can push past the limitations they impose. We highlighted the importance of building new habits, engaging in continual self-assessment, and celebrating small victories as ways to sustain momentum and keep ourselves motivated. Now, as we stand at this juncture, it's time to turn our thoughts into action. It's time to take everything we've discussed and apply it to our lives. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That first step may be the hardest, but it is also the most critical. It sets the direction and momentum for everything that follows. Consider the story of a young man who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He faced countless challenges, from financial constraints to self-doubt. But he set clear goals, developed a plan, and took that first step. He sought out mentors, learned from his failures, and celebrated every small victory along the way. Today, he stands as a testament to what is possible when we dare to leave our comfort zones and pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. Reflect on your own goals and aspirations. What is the first step you can take today to move closer to your dreams? It doesn't have to be a giant leap. Even a small, deliberate action can set you on the path to success. Write down your goals, make a plan, and take that first step with confidence. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your potential and are willing to help you on your journey. Embrace the inevitable challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle you overcome builds your strength and resilience, bringing you one step closer to your goals. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each small victory is a sign that you are on the right path, moving towards the life you envision for yourself. Remember that the journey to success is not a straight line, but a series of steps, each one building on the last. Stay committed to your goals. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone and keep moving forward with determination and courage. The life you desire is within your reach. It starts with a decision to take action and the commitment to persevere. So let's take that step together. Let's commit to leaving our comfort zones and pursuing our dreams with passion and purpose. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Embrace the adventure, trust in your abilities, and never give up. Your potential is limitless, and the world is waiting for you to unleash it. Let's go forth and achieve greatness. Thank you.